Anyone travelling to Auckland is being told they must be immunised against measles as the country deals with its worst epidemic of the highly contagious disease in 22 years. There are at least 849 cases of measles nationwide, with 731 of them in Auckland. The Ministry of Health says babies travelling to or living in Auckland must also have the jab, and that regular 15-month vaccination, including MMR, have been brought forward to 12 months. Meanwhile, health officials are scrambling to identify people who travelled on an Air New Zealand flight from Samoa to Auckland with an infected person. That flight was 9 days ago. The centre of the outbreak today is Manurewa High School, which has 13 new cases. The school sent 300 students home and told families to keep their children at home today if they can't show they are immunised. Alex Perrottet and cameraman Nick Monroe went out to the morning drop-off at Manurewa High.
With cases increasing every day, students arriving at Manurewa High School this morning had to have proof they had measles immunisation. Some parents weren't even aware there was an outbreak, and students arriving without their records were sent home to find them.
Most of our classes is like empty airs. There's only about 12 students in some of my classes because a lot of them has been sent home.
The school posted on Facebook last night that 300 students had been sent home, and it's warning families to keep their kids home if they're not sure. This mum was happy with the level of communication.
So you think the school's taken all the right precautions here?
Definitely. Even in the schools around, other schools around, notices are going out, emails, texts, it's awesome.
Principal Pete Jones says the first case was weeks ago, but he didn't see the outbreak coming.
It just got to a scale and a level where it was really difficult to manage from a logistics point of view. Like I say, over 300 students sent home.
Students not immunised have to stay away until Monday, call the school and say they're not immunised. Pete Jones says nurses from Counties Manukau will be in the school giving shots to those who haven't had them, but the difficulty is trying to find out who has them and who hasn't.
Should the school have that data when students are enrolled?
So in theory, yes, and we ask for it, but the challenge is the data accurate? And what's proving through this exercise is that data isn't accurate. And we're just working through to try and get a more current feel about what the situation is.
Homai Primary School and Early Childhood Education Centre is just a stone's throw from the high school. Principal Rosina Wikaira says the phones have been running hot, but her records are tight. There's only one student not immunised, and they will receive it today.
Don't panic, but please do keep your children home if there's any symptoms. So we've got all our information on windows, we've got them for our staff, we've had them in our newsletters and sent letters home. Another letter's going home today in support of our high school, because a lot of our siblings also are, they have older siblings at the high school. So of course they're in the same home, so we're just making sure that if they're the same families, keep them at home.
Pete Jones says he has sent 2 staff members home as a precaution, and the school has had to cancel events due to the outbreak.
We had an awesome event planned tonight with all the Auckland mayoral candidates coming to school, which we were really looking forward to, which had been organised and planned by our students, but unfortunately with the circumstances we've had to say no to that.
Pete Jones says it's inevitable there will be more cases. Symptoms of measles include fever, cough, runny nose, sore red eyes, followed by a rash that starts on the face or neck and spreads to the rest of the body. Auckland Regional Public Health Service says immunisation is the best protection against measles, and the MMR vaccine is available free from your GP. In Manurewa for Checkpoint, Alex Perrottet.
And there's more information on that flight from Samoa to Auckland carrying a measles-infected passenger. If you were on Air New Zealand flight NZ997, which landed at 1:23 a.m. on August 20th, you will have been exposed to the disease. So check for symptoms and ensure you are vaccinated. That flight again, NZ997, it landed at 1:23 a.m. on August 20th.